am I the a-hole?
You're not the asshole.
Sorry,
Come on,
your
shut
husband
up
got
there.
a new car. Did you hand me down the old one?
Hi guys, it's us Heaven Talks, and we're back. I'm back. It's your girl Zizi. You get me? We're back. Season 4, episode 4. Hey,
Yes,
what up, man?
yes. Thank you for that fabulous introduction, girl. Thank you
She's
very
back,
much.
guys.
Guys, hello.
Thank you for coming back, guys. I'm your host, Chloe Alexandra, and today on the podcast is...
I'm your girl Zizi.
And
It's your boy Revan.
we're back.
And we're back.
We're back.
Guys, we've had a moment to refresh ourselves.
Yeah.
I feel a little cleanse. So we have a new routine that we're starting to record double episodes.
Yeah.
And it's really working. Like,
It
can't you even
feels
see how
good, doesn't
alert
it?
we are?
Yeah.
We have so much energy
You're
now.
awake.
We're awake, eyes are open.
Open.
And it's really, really working. It's meaning that we haven't seen each other for about over a week now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel really, really good. So we're in
been a while.
positive spirits.
I have not spoken to you guys since.
No,
Actually,
why?
we have just text.
Text
but
here
like,
and there.
Yeah, texting
Yeah.
here and
You
there,
know,
yeah.
but we're in just such positive spirits. So what we wanted to cleanse ourselves of was just a lot of like bad energy.
negativity.
A lot of negativity.
Everywhere.
Bad energy, stay far away.
Better stay far away. Hey. Very like there's just been a lot of negative energy, whether it's from the news, whether it's direct in our households, whether it's from the next you're sitting on the bus and someone next door's arguing. There's been a lot of negativity around us, and we're
man.
like, oh hell no.
been crazy.
But we wanted to discuss it today because we just want to really understand why people are bad minds.
And we're tired
Yeah.
of
Why
it.
are you like this?
Right,
tired,
like,
see, I'm
why are
tired.
you bad mind? Like,
I'm
we'll
tired.
go into it in detail, but we thought we'll start the story with a very interesting story that I found on Reddit.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now,
I love Reddit though. It's always hot gist.
there's always
Somebody has done something or
Do you
something or
understand?
something.
So we actually haven't read the full story because
Okay.
we're searching for good stories.
Yeah.
We read like the first 3 lines. We're like, oh, we've got
Okay,
to
we have to stop here.
because what the fuck is going on? What the absolute fuck is going on?
Just
So
stupid.
yeah. So let me just start. It's an "Am I an a-hole" story. It's a long one, so bear
I
with
love
me.
how you just cut that off.
Yeah. Am I an a-hole story? It's a long one. I've got dyslexia. Don't laugh at me, thank you. So, I'm going to try.
I'm sorry, but what?
I have to give a disclaimer because if people would be here like, oh, you can't read. Excuse me, I'm a manager. Okay, I'm a manager. I can read. Don't laugh at me. Anyway, so the story. Am I an a-hole for not donating my baby's clothes to my sister-in-law?
Okay.
Okay. So I saw a hack online where you turn your baby's old onesies into t-shirts and bibs when they outgrow them by cutting them at the bottom. I, female 26, thought it was a genius idea, so I did exactly that to my baby's onesies that the baby recently outgrew.
Okay.
Fast forward a few days later, my pregnant sister-in-law, a 35-year-old female, messages me on Instagram. I posted the story showing and informing others about the hack.
I feel this is going left. Okay.
So the sister-in-law DM'd her saying, hi there, and also, what the fuck? Why would you mutilate your baby's clothes instead of going to the store and buying new ones like a normal
who
person?
are you talking to
What's
like
your
that?
business?
I know you didn't grow up with a family, but traditionally, someone with a baby... wait, can we just reverse that line?
Wait.
Can we just reverse the line?
First of all, Chloe, hi. First of all, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you talking
Who are you talking to?
And she's a family. Like she.
You're the outsider. Shut the hell up.
No, you just entered.
Like, I know you didn't grow up with family, but traditionally, someone with a baby will hand down the old clothes to the next family member in need. You know I'm due in 6 weeks, so how could you be so inconsiderate and just disregard me? Forget about coming to the christening. She's right. Oh, christening. That's what the girl said.
First of all, is this generational wealth or something?
Girl. So she goes on to say, she's right. I didn't grow up with my family, so maybe I'm in the wrong, and this is an unspoken rule, but I don't understand why she never mentioned this to me. I donated his earlier outgrown clothes things to secondhand shop. Her and her husband are very bougie, so it never occurred to me they would want or need my son's hand-me-downs. Her husband, honestly, her husband even got a new car recently, so I know they are not struggling financially. I feel guilty, but also a bit annoyed because I think she overreacted, not wanting me to be at the christening. Am I the a-hole?
You're not the asshole.
Sorry,
Come on,
your
shut
husband
up
got
there.
a new car. Did you hand me down the old one? I'm sorry. Did you? Please.
But you're right.
But I'm right. I'm right. Right? I'm right.
First of all, what Z said. Who are you talking to?
Who are you?
Who do you think you are? Am I your mate?
Who are you?
Who are you talking to?
Listen, it's my money. I spend it on my child's clothes, whether I want to burn it, I want to reuse them, I want to put them in a bin, I want to give them to charity.
If I want to use it like napkin, if I
Who
want to use it
are
to wipe
you?
my ass, if I want to use it to tie wrap out my head, what is your
What's the
business?
You know
problem?
what? Yeah, you're even lucky I responded or replied to because
You're even lucky I follow you at this point.
So because I didn't give you clothes, I can't go to my own niece or nephew's christening.
Christening.
Waka to you and your
I'm
whole
actually gonna
generation.
turn up.
I'm gonna
I'm
turn
gonna
up.
drive.
turn
I'm
up.
going to come to your
Move
house.
I'm
me.
gonna make
and
sure
I'm
my
gonna
baby's
give to
wearing
my
the
niece or
clothes that
nephew's clothes.
you wasn't passed on to you.
Move me.
You trying to act what? You think you're bougie and you're doing
Well, clearly
big,
not,
big, big,
because
and
you're
now
buying
it's like
from
you're
work clothes.
So clearly you've shown your face because you've acted like you got it all, but clearly you don't. Do you understand?
She got problem.
Now, there's no problem in wanting second-hand clothing, but what makes it funny is that you present yourself. That's what I'm saying. Everything that glitters is no gold. Because that car that they probably got is probably. And there's nothing wrong with finance, but the way she's saying that they present themselves that they got it right is making it seem a bit.
You're here
bougie.
doing Bobrisky dance.
Bobrisky doing
Come on, shut up, your mouth.
when you should be shuffling to the job center.
Literally.
Not looking for Jacob. Where are you? Just for me, Jacob.
No,
You know?
because I first of all, I don't understand.
Sometimes I feel like people's thought processes is very interesting because I don't understand. Okay, even if this situation did annoy you, why are you speaking to your sister-in-law that way? Why? And also, why are you allowing her this? Why is there a way? Why is she talking like this to you? Just, and that's my fear, you know.
And do you know what? That's why I say like a lot of people don't know boundaries. Yeah, like once
Especially
if
in
you
families.
set those boundaries from the beginning, there's no way you can speak to me like that. I don't care if you're my brother's wife or every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's walking on the street. Who the fuck are you to speak to me like that?
I think I would have a hard relationship with whoever is my sister's husband. Not
Why?
hard. It depends on the person. Hopefully, he's a good person that's very, you know. But sometimes people are mad, and I
Yeah.
think it's more like, okay, cool. Like I'm your sister-in-law, but respect the thing in it. Like
Yeah.
you're really disposable. And get rid of you. So like, it's talking too much.
You're lucky. You're lucky. You're
Do
lucky.
you know? Do you know
I'm
what I
very
mean?
lucky when it comes to sister.
You're lucky my sister loves you because
You know, because you're actually like you're sharing her with me, and I don't like
Yeah.
you for that, but I have to accept it. So it's just it's just them ones where I don't know how like I've seen and heard so many like relationships where people's in-laws are just horrid, and like not to divulge into relationships too much, but I wouldn't marry someone that doesn't respect, like their family doesn't respect me.
Yeah.
It's just no, this is not happening, because if you're married, you're not just marrying me, you're marrying my family.
Yeah.
You marry my family, you marry my friends. Do you understand? I'm not saying we're going to get along 24/7, but what there's not going to be is this constant disrespect or people thinking that they can speak to you anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because-
sorry to cut you, but I feel like you can reverse it. Like it's more like, okay, cool. Like I can get married into the family. They respect me and everything, but I'm the one that's being disrespectful.
Yeah, then you're mad and your mom should slap you upside your head. So I don't understand why you're talking to people like that. That's what I'm saying. It could be reversed. That person who's marrying you should not be marrying you.
I'm sorry. Like first of all, you didn't communicate with me to tell me like, oh, you want the baby's clothes or like, or have you got something that's gonna fit my baby, or maybe like give me the clothes. Let me pick out something that I might like, or like I feel like my child would want. Like you just straight disrespect. I'm going to walk to your house and beat the shit out of you, and my brother, your husband, cannot say shit to me. Are you stupid?
Like, I think, like, let's say she clearly is the type of person that doesn't know how to communicate with people. She needs to be, like, what I would have done, let's say I'm like the sister-in-law and I just don't know how to like hold my mouth shut. What I would at least do be like, okay, your sister's really pissed me off. Can you please go and speak to her?
Yeah.
Do that. Because if you don't expect a fight after this, you're crazy.
Yeah.
But Why? I'm sorry. It's
I
not your
don't
clothes.
see- I don't
just
see
don't
her
understand.
point.
Why,
For me, you're just showing
why
your
is
face.
your finger typing a text being sent to me?
And
Why?
you feel so entitled.
Oh,
Like, I
so the
don't-
clothes I worked for, I
yeah.
paid for. Do you
I
think,
paid
do you
for.
think baby clothes are expensive,
It's
you know?
Very expensive.
It's my husband that
And so she,
like
and she
you know.
upcycled it to t-shirts. And
To
that, was it a
t-shirt.
blanket or something? I don't know. What did she change it to?
It was a onesie that she cut from the bottom.
to do what? What did
First
she
of-
do with it?
Chloe, the beginning, when you read it, the first, hi, first of all, what the fuck?
That's
I'm
when you
not even
know.
reading the message.
That's when you know.
I'm not reading the message.
Chloe,
Hi there. But what the fuck?
Chloe, on the normal day, you see me. Once I read the sentence, it's finished. It's over for you because you have no boundaries.
No.
Like at all, and this is why I say set boundaries from the beginning.
From the
I'm the
get-go.
type of person like I'll respect my brothers. Even if my brother marries a mad person, I'll still respect you. But once you cross those boundaries,
With me anyway. You can be mad with everybody else. Just don't do it with me.
don't do it with me because I'm me. If you're mad, I'm madder.
Because you see, my problem is when my sister-in-law got married into our family, obviously my parents don't have any daughters.
Yeah.
So obviously my sister-in-law has always been pampered. Like we always ask her first, what do you want? And then we ask
so
my brother.
cute, by
She's so
the
sweet,
way. I
yeah.
love her.
So we always do that. So like when she got married, obviously it was quite strict. The first day when she got married, like literally the wedding is over. She's now come home. She's here going around the house
She
getting
couldn't
changed.
breathe.
Not about that. I was like, who are you? Why are you in this house? It felt so strange, guys, to like see a new
Why?
person.
Really?
In your honestly, I told her, I was like, you know what, for the first few hours I did not like you around the house. That was the
No,
only
but
time I just
get-
didn't like
get-
her.
Yeah,
I get what,
yeah,
you're
I get
in my
it.
I'm like, why are you
space.
touching this bed? It's not
Yeah,
yours.
you
Why are
did
you
not
here?
put-
You're
Yeah,
in
why
my
are you here?
space.
I think I get you. I get
Yeah,
you.
I
it
get
was
what
so
you're
weird.
saying.
But I feel like now, if my brother, because I know usually a lot of siblings and a lot of relationships fall out on these issues where they know their brother or their sister is making an issue or they are the problem in their relationship, they will still support them. Oh yeah, you did it right. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
okay.
like my
don't
thing,
gaslight
my,
it.
Yeah, my thing is, that's not even gaslighting. It's like, have a bit of a backbone. Like,
Just mind your own business.
well, just, I don't think
Not
necessarily like
necessarily.
that as well.
Yeah.
So have a bit of a backbone. See the situation for what it is.
Yeah.
If your wife is right, cool. If your mum's right, cool. If your sister's right, cool. If your brother's right, cool. But just see the
Listen to both
situation for what it is.
sides. Yeah,
Don't.
bias.
I believe you should never pat on your wife in front of people.
Oh, hell
Just
no.
be
Of
like,
course,
you know,
yeah.
like, yeah, let's just leave it. And then in your own
In your
time,
room,
you can
yeah,
be like,
just-
listen, I don't like what you did.
What you
You're gonna
did.
have to apologize or whatever the
Yeah.
hell. But have a backbone, man. Anyway, so
imagine patting
you
me in
are.
front of my family.
Do we agree that she's not an asshole?
No, she's not an asshole.
You're not, babe.
Because your sister-in-law is so entitled to things that
sister-in-law
don't
is
belong to
probably
her.
for not
First
giving
of
you
all,
the car.
it's the disrespect for me. How dare you disrespect me of the things that I bought with my own money? You didn't communicate with me
Also,
what
my
you wanted,
upbringing
what
as
you
well,
needed.
because you said you didn't have a family. Okay, and
I know you didn't grow up in a. Are you actually on crack? It is cocaine. What did I say? Cocaine,
Cocaine.
man. You are high because like I'm not even like gonna type back. Well, I'm gonna go to your house. I know where you sleep.
And
I know where you live.
And do you know what's funny, Chloe? Like
You're marrying.
let-
You're marrying my,
my
brother,
brother.
and you're
Yeah.
telling me I didn't grow up in. Are you actually on?
So you're using my brother's story against him, but insulting me.
do you know how bad that is?
Crazy.
That's so
bad
bad.
mind. You're bad mind.
Your bad mind.
I'm not gonna lie.
Negativity.
You're using what your husband told you confidentially to use it to insult me, his sister. And
Why
we
are
went
you
through
so-
the same thing.
Why are you
pissing me
so
off.
negative? Don't you
If your
understand?
husband defend you in this fight, I'll beat him too.
No.
Honestly,
'Cause
I'm
it's-
just like,
that's
why are you so
crazy.
negative?
Everyone's
Because
getting
when
it.
when you're pregnant, you should be reading good gospel things. You know, listen
and
to
you,
gospel.
do you know what
You're
you
so negative.
He said
You can't be doing negativity or
Gospel music.
because the baby's still in the
gospel
oven.
pots.
Honestly,
what's happening?
when it comes to like sacred things like pregnancy is very sacred. And I know the time when God wants to bless me, the right man to have a good, great baby, is that you don't want any negativity coming your way. Why spew it out? Because it's gonna
yeah.
come back.
It's gonna come back.
It's
And I've
crazy.
seen it
Because
live and
kids are
direct.
listening, even if they're in your belly, they're listening. That's what people say.
I've
they're
seen
listening.
that happen live and direct.
And you know what?
Please.
Don't come to me and say it's the hormones. Don't be like, oh, it's the hormones.
It's not.
It's the
girl.
baby. It's not the baby. It's your
It's
mouth.
you. It's your hands. It's your
It's you.
brain.
It's your mouth
You're
because I'll
typing.
slap your mouth.
Honestly.
So
So now we're in a rattled mood. Let's distribute our rattledness to other
Swear
topics
to God.
related to people
It's
being
even
bad.
pissing
It's
me off
pissing me
talking
off.
about
actually
it.
is.
I want to use this episode to vent.
Yeah, no,
Because
like
people are very stupid.
it's very stupid
Very.
out here.
So negativity.
There's so much negative. Like, why?
When you see them walk on the street, you feel they got sense.
Like, so, people being bad mind. What does bad mind mean to you? I'll start with myself, so you give you
Okay.
guys time to think.
Yeah.
But bad mind for me is just an element of a lot of things: being spiteful,
Yeah.
being malicious, just being mean.
Just being
for
mean.
there's no reason behind it. You as a person are just tapped. That's what bad mind means to me. I wish I can like put it into language like a good sentence, like a dictionary, Cambridge dictionary, but I don't know how to even put it together. That's what I grasp from it.
Yeah.
That's me. What do you
No,
think?
like I definitely agree with what you said, and just not wanting the best. Like when you see your friends like progressing and you have that jealousiness in you, and it's growing within you, you're spiteful.
You're bad.
You're bad mind.
You're bad.
You're a bad mind person. I don't come next to me. I swear to God, man.
How about you,
I
Raj?
don't like that.
You're dumb. I feel like
Dumbness.
it's dumbness. You're stupid. That's what you are. Because do you know this kind of people always think of a one side only. They never go and look at the other side of the story.
Yeah,
They
there's
never.
always they're always in
they
the
don't
right.
want to flip the coin. They're very
Yeah.
lazy. They're happy with what they see,
Can
and
be
they
a
make
in your own
story.
household.
Just don't like it.
I
One
don't.
thing I've like, do I agree that all bad man people are stupid? No, I feel like they're intelligent. You know, I'm gonna give you guys some credit because you
Okay.
know exactly what you're doing. To be bad mind means that you have to be calculated.
profession.
It's a speciality. Do you get it? You have to be calculated.
skills.
You take skills.
Yeah.
But a lot of experience.
But then again, I don't think it gets them anywhere though. So
no,
It
that's
does,
not the point.
but that's the
It doesn't get them anywhere.
Yeah.
But I think they're very smart people.
okay.
You have to be calculated. You have to have motivation to be this.
Manipulative skills.
You have to. You have to be. You have to be. What did you say? Manipulative. You have to have good sales tactics. You know, you have to be a good actor.
Actor.
You have a great. No, what are the great things that bad mind people have? You got to be a good actor.
Confident.
influencer,
Confident.
Yeah.
they need to be
Influential, yeah, because because that's how you
Wait,
gather.
really influential?
Yes, because that's how they gather their
Oh,
followers.
true, that's
the
how
little
they
minions with them. That's how they gather their followers. Sometimes they come in like trios. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're gonna do the meetup gang. Okay, yeah. And let's attack.
She says, your nose
It takes a lot of good skill to be bad mind.
Do you know what? I feel like they actually. Do you know? With us, we wake up. Oh, what's the day looking for
Yeah.
them? Where am I attacking? What am I doing?
Who's my victim?
Who's
today?
my victim today?
It takes a lot to put a project plan together to be like evil and figure out your timelines
and-
of how you can destroy someone's
And
life.
like everything that you plan, you actually like
You
it goes to
execute.
yeah.
Honestly, you're really
You are
reliable.
really, yeah.
That's
That's
cr-
actually
no,
good,
that-
you
They're
know.
really reliable.
That's great.
The consistency is marked.
Great, clever. That's evil.
But the reason why I'm highlighting all your qualities is because you could be using it to do something better with your life.
I know
That's
that's
what
not
I'm
better
saying.
with
The
your life. How is
outcome
that
is
better
shit.
with
You
your
can
life?
be using it to do something way better with your life.
Chloe, I feel like once that person, they are the way they are.
That's
there's no
it.
good. There's no goodness in you.
You know,
Because these
After
skills
that-
can actually get you where you want to be in life.
Yeah.
preach,
But guess
my
what?
brother.
Guess what? You're in bed.
You're in bed.
enjoy.
Look at this one.
at this one, yeah.
She's getting Beckin, and I can't
Do
even
you know
get
what,
Pam
Chloe?
bag.
You
They're
see
a
what-
really good
do you see- do you see
researcher.
what- do you
They're
see-
very good. They can research.
Yeah,
They got
do-
all the research together.
When I say they can research, you see them people on Instagram that
Every
keyword
comment.
warrior
Uh-huh.
negativity. It's you.
It's
there.
you. Every
It's
comment
you.
they'll read it
You read it.
properly.
They have to be a good multitasker and coordinate. Do you know why? Because they have different pages on Instagram.
That's true as well.
Ghost
They have
page
different
number
accounts.
1, ghost page number 2, ghost page number 3. Like they got amazing
And they
quality.
never have followers.
And they
They
don't
don't.
have their followers.
There's no
They're
DP.
broke. They don't have money.
You heard?
These are the ones where you see they're following 2K people, but how many are following them
They're
back?
both
150
They're
people.
both it. They're both it now.
And again, to
Oh,
go
it's
back,
crazy.
look at all these amazing skills we've listed. All jokes aside, being reliable, being punctual, being a
Attentive.
multitasker, being able to coordinate,
Everything, yeah.
being able to really create a project
That's
of
what you need.
Put the report together.
put the report together. You know, analytics and okay, on Monday we did this. The effects you
that-
depressed on Monday.
that's a whole proposal
that's
for a job.
Honest to God, you
I
can
swear
be a
to you.
director.
If you could
somewhere.
get paid, yeah.
You can
Oh.
get paid. That's what I'm
paycheck.
saying. Use your energy on something,
Something
else.
else.
I was walking in Romford the other day.
Oh,
I went to
this is crackhead people area. I'm sorry, guys, but
and
no.
all the bikes were like parked in front of McDonald's. So I was walking past and I saw, yes,
Is it because they're loving it?
No.
that was a cheesy joke. And I don't know if I want to give you a giggle.
I do.
I don't know if I want to give you a little bit of a giggle. Anyway, so all the bikes were parked outside, and I walked past and one of your people, they were arguing with each other. They were like, "Oh, you don't know who I am."
No, please do it properly. Hey, you don't know who I am.
No, your people.
That's not our people.
Oh,
Your
your
people.
people. So do it
Reverse
properly.
it. Uh-huh.
Do it properly.
No, don't
Reenact it.
don't
know
talk
who I
to me
am?
like that.
You don't know who I am?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the line. He was like, "Hey, you think I'm scared of you?"
You think I'm scared of you?
Yeah.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Then he said, "No, come here, bro."
Come here, bro.
And he's coming, but he's not
Come
coming.
fight me.
Fight me.
Fight. Come.
I love it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but two idiots of people, they just stopped, took out their phones, and started recording. And I was just about to walk past, and I was like, I don't know if I should say something or not. Then I walked past. When I was walking past, and there was a black man that was recording, I say, "Don't you have anything better to do?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "You stopped your whole day.
Stopped your whole day.
To stand here."
And to record.
And you're
And to
probably
record
you're
people.
probably wearing suits coming back from work, and
And
you're
he,
standing.
you know,
here.
and he was like, "Oh, you know, people.
Of
When you're in the
course.
wrong, people are gonna start, shouting."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, shut up, man, fuck off." I said, "That's fine. I will fuck off because I am
Yeah.
fucking off. But I'm just saying you should fuck off too because don't you have anything
anything
better
You've got
to
nothing
do?"
better to do with
Literally.
your life. That's why you're standing here and recording people that are doing
It's bad man
F4.
behavior. This is a real situation. Something has happened here that has made someone
It's
disgruntled
nothing got
and
to do with
irritated.
you.
Has nothing to do with you. They don't need any extra exposure. You don't know their situation. You don't know. It could be anything. It could be like they're working cash in hand. You don't know if they've got a criminal record. They don't know if they maybe don't have pay. You don't know this.
Anything,
You
yeah.
don't want their face online. Why would you stop? It was a nice, beautiful sunny day.
Sunny day, everybody's doing
Everyone's
flower
doing shopping and wearing butty riders,
You know.
eating ice cream.
Yeah, yeah,
You
sliders.
let's go bring up. It's not even good for any using. One old Galaxy that was smash up.
The picture's not coming
You
up
know
properly.
CCTV vision to be recording people. Are you okay? Hello.
Nah, I get it. Bro. It's just,
Said hello.
you're actually wasting your time.
Wasting your
It's crazy,
time.
man. Bad mind.
When you could be an actual videographer doing something important.
And after you take the video,
Since you like taking
and
videos.
Do you get it?
after you take the video, what are you gonna do?
Do what?
Because when you post on Facebook, you will not get views. Oh.
Yeah, it's only 20 people that's gonna watch it,
Oh,
and
God,
you're
watch
probably
it.
gonna get
Which
one
20
react
people?
or one
I'm
reaction.
gonna
What do you mean?
have
The
views,
5 likes
man.
that you got is you and your 5,000 ghost pages.
It's
that
your
have
family
liked it.
members that liked it. In fact,
You get it. So that's really that's not even much of a bad mind story, but
I got one. Since you're faking,
okay,
guys.
What is it?
So you know me, I like story. Ready,
Tell me a
story.
Story time with Z.
I got a story.
She got a story.
It's now a story. Yeah.
You know, like, I'm always on Reddit, and like there's this TikTok girl that likes reading stories, so I'm always on there listening to her. I'm not gonna lie. And then she was reading out this story, guys. Yeah. So imagine 2 sisters. One got married when she was 19. She didn't want a big wedding because she was rushy. She just wanted to get married to her husband. So she didn't do like a big wedding and stuff. So I think their grandmother died, whatever, but she left them money. So let's say Mary used her money to, invest with her boyfriend at the time. They wanted to save up, have a good wedding, big wedding. So they saved up all the money. Melanie decided to waste money. With her,
blow her money
with
She
her
said,
husband.
cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
I was going
Shopping, designer. That's what she did. So when Mary was getting married, she was planning her wedding. Her sister was like, "Oh, can I be in your wedding? Like, I want to be part of like when you're walking down the aisle, can I walk down the aisle with you as a bride?"
Sorry, as what?
She said, "Sorry." She said, first of all, she was like, "What do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean you want to walk with me down the aisle as a bride? It's my day. It's my wedding. Yeah.
Melanie. Melanie, when will this stop?
First of all, can we deep it?
Melanie.
Me and my husband took years to save. We knew what we wanted. We set a target. We waited because we knew we wanted a big wedding. We set that. You wanted to have a wedding at 19 years old. You rushy. Your one did not work out.
Clearly.
Because they gave your own money. What did you do
You
with
went
it?
to go, what's it called? Selfridges.
You buying designer and
big
Gucci.
designer.
Designer.
No
Bling,
investment. No nothing. You shopping and food. Uber Eats and Just Eat was your best friend. You know? It was your best friend. It's my wedding day.
Mine, not yours.
Mine.
Mine.
Chloe, deep it. It took us how many years to send me and my boyfriend at the time. We want a big wedding. We knew you want to walk down the aisle with me. My husband
dumb.
is standing there. Your husband should be standing there. You did not contribute for food.
Fam.
You don't contribute for venue.
Banu.
What else? Car. Abi.
Reception,
Another.
car,
Pre-store.
Flower
girl. Decorations.
Nothing.
events management, nothing.
Nothing.
You just wanted to walk down the aisle with me.
Oh, yeah, let me join you. Yeah, let's go together.
Sorry.
Let's walk. Yeah, come on, let's march. Are you crazy or what?
Down together, our husbands are waiting for us because you're crazy. It's not my husband. Your husband will be standing
What
there
do you
together.
think it is?
Are you crazy?
It's a carnival.
No. Is that not bad mind?
You're
That's
mad.
bad.
Like when you actually, what I would like to know is that before you told her and you actually like came to this conclusion and you sat down and you like pondered on that thought, how did you feel about it? Like, do you think, oh my god, it was a good idea, or like, do you think you're being mean?
You
Or do you
are.
actually think you had a good idea?
No, that's not a good idea.
Like-
My thing is like when you were thinking about, like how you said, did you not say this to yourself?
Yeah.
Like,
Because I know before
That's
I talk
my
to someone,
sister.
I will go over it.
And like deep it, like this is we were in the same situation. We had money. We had the same amount of money.
We'll start talking for a while,
Yeah.
you know?
Who's talking with you?
can I just
Yeah.
say, did you not speak to your husband or your fiance about this?
I
He
think
gave you the approval
I think
to
she
talk to
did,
you.
and it was his plan.
Hi.
You see when evil meets evil.
They met.
Everyone's gone to hell.
They met.
They met. Match made in hell. Not heaven. Hell.
Hell.
Your demons.
See, two demonic people were scared.
Oh.
That is a
But
lethal.
I will knock your head.
Oh my god.
Imagine you come to me
Mm.
and say, Ziada, let's do our wedding together.
No, but my thing
Yeah?
is, there's nothing wrong with it though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
But
is.
one second, one
Yes,
second,
it
one
is.
second. But no, but
Hold
let me
it
finish.
there.
Let me say, there's nothing wrong with it though. But not together.
No.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
do you mean,
So there
like,
is
A
something
day
wrong with it.
apart
There
or
is
something
something wrong
apart.
No,
You know,
you
no.
said there's nothing wrong with it. That
Raj.
means you agree with people having weddings
Raj,
together. There is
Me
something
and my
wrong with it.
husband paid for literally everything.
Everything.
We saved up because we knew what
But
we
even
wanted.
if-
We wanted a big wedding.
Even if you,
Yeah?
if let's say your sister was like, okay, we'll do half.
No.
Can we have
I'm
this?
not doing that. It's
No,
my day.
it's my
I want
day.
to shine on that day.
It's
I
my
want
day.
to look beautiful. And when my husband looks at me, he said, "That's my baby right there." I'm not doing that with
It's
you.
about us.
Are you
Sorry.
crazy or
Weddings
what?
are for individuals only. It's not.
I did not meet your husband with my husband together.
You didn't go through the trials
They
and
were not
tribulations with me.
friends. We don't have the same plan. Go and do your own somewhere.
You want to go and spend your money on Louis Vuitton. Melanie.
Want to do my?
All the Melanies out there, stay away from me, you know. Because I don't think. Anyway,
I can't do that. I'm sorry. You're crazy. To come to me, speak to me, sit down, say Z. I want to do wedding.
and I honestly feel like
do wedding with you.
people who do that, like that. It can't be stupidity. You know what you're doing. Come
That's
on.
what I'm saying.
Like, you know what you're doing. That's a spiteful. Like, why would you even think your sister would be okay with that? Why do you think you can even bring that type of conversation to
Conversation.
somebody?
I'm not doing that. Because
wild.
I know how hard I've worked to be here. And I
Yeah.
deserve this day. You don't deserve. You decided to get married at 19. You splashed your money. You wanted to do court wedding. Stick to that.
That's
yeah?
your problem.
That's
Do
okay.
that, or do that.
Don't come and play with me. I'll punch you in the face. You sitting here and telling me the other want to do matchy marry with you.
Since we're talking about families,
Oh, I love family drama. Not my only family drama, but I like family
I feel like
drama.
before you start, I feel like your story deserves like an EastEnders thing. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
why my story?
I love it.
Because your stories are wild.
It's extenders time.
You know?
Let's start from there.
Hit us with the Maserati hype.
So,
With the hype.
The hype, baby.
setting some grounds first, because
Okay.
obviously the viewers don't know my family like that. So my family, my dad and my brother are the only two sons, and then my grandparents have two more daughters. They're all married and happy in their life, whatever. Now my uncle, he's I don't want to say he's disabled, but he's not able to do things as a normal person will be able to do. So like
Does
he
he have
has
a
walking
So
difficulties.
he has impairments.
Yeah. So like he.
So he is disabled.
Disabled, right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I didn't want to
It's
use the
okay.
word.
He
but-
owns. He is what
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah, so now all his life, this is all his life. My dad came to this country. My dad brought his kids to this country. My dad did everything he could to give his kids
I
a
like
nice, good,
keyword all his life.
all his life.
Continue.
The uncle, what did he do? Nothing.
Okay.
Not one single business he opened. Nothing at all. He is right now turning 50 soon. He only got 12K in his bank account,
Pound sterling or
pounds,
okay.
I was about to say Indian.
What's Indian money?
rupees.
Rupees.
Yeah.
It's Indian rupees.
So let's say
now.
roughly about 10K if you convert
Okay,
it,
cool.
or 11K,
Okay.
right? Again, that money is all money that he earned by selling alcohol. There's nothing wrong with it, by the way. Selling alcohol, stealing from people, stealing from his dad, stealing from his brother.
Oh.
That's how he has made all this money.
And you've been stealing and you only have 12K.
Yes.
I have a question.
Go on.
So you said obviously he hasn't done anything his whole life. Did his impairments or his disability
No.
affect him?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm sorry,
Was-
I know
okay.
people who can't physically walk. They are businessmen.
Yeah.
So if they can do it, you can do it. Your
Okay.
hands are working.
So what I'm saying, it didn't mentally affect him in a way that he couldn't
No,
earn
no,
for
no.
himself. Okay.
I think he just chose.
He
not
chose.
to, yeah.
So you're saying that the reason why he's in his position, you're going to elaborate, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's because he chose to be.
He chose to be there. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Now, 2 marriages failed. First one, no kids. That's fine. Got divorced because he wanted to apparently marry this famous actress called Aishwarya Rai Bachchan.
Did he marry her?
No. Anyways, the second time he got married.
Who, is she like famous?
She's very famous.
Of
Yeah,
course
she's
So
very
was he
famous.
like his head in the clouds or something missing?
Yeah,
That dream
Is that me saying I want to marry Chris
Oh,
Brown? Is it like that?
Basically,
Yeah,
basically.
So okay,
Damn.
damn.
My friend,
Do you know what? It's
dreams
funny.
do come true, but keep on dreaming
It's
that one.
funny. It's funny because when first time he got divorced, I think Aishwarya Rai got married to her husband, who's a famous actor's son.
Okay.
So Abhishek Bachchan, that's his name.
Always
So
been
when he
dreaming.
went to my granddad, I want to get a divorce. Why? Because I want to marry Aishwarya Rai.
Come on.
My granddad was like, if Bachchan divorce her, I'll go and ask her for you,
They will not even,
but not now
you're
But-
divorcing your wife
because of that.
another man's wife.
Because of that.
That you will
Continue.
never get.
That you will never get. But he got married again. He went against the family, everyone's approval. He got married. He ran away. He got married anyways. He got a child. Now the wife didn't want to stay with us. She was like, I don't want anything got to do with you guys.
That's the,
So-
the new wife.
The new wife, the second
Okay.
wife. She took all the gold, everything.
She
keep the
stole
child.
it?
Yeah. Keep
Okay,
the child.
so thieves
I'm
together.
out of this business.
No disrespect, but they.
So she
See,
said.
2 people when they meet together, they met.
Oh,
This-
So she met.
Yeah. She was she took all the gold, she left, and some of the gold were actually my mom's side of the family jewelry because my
It's
mom
like
gave it to her.
inherited, like
Yeah.
jewelry. That's
So,
not nice.
Yeah, but
She
anyways,
stole the gold and let's say have the baby.
have the baby.
Damn.
Now, to be fair, I feel like the mom, like now, this was back in the day, but now recently, the mom is in America. She got married again to someone else, and she's got a daughter now, and she's doing really well.
So what about the son that she left in India?
She left it in India with my uncle. When that happened, my dad was like, okay, I will help you as much as I can to help you raise your child. Again, help. That was a word that was
Keyword,
used.
yeah.
Yeah, help.
All his life and help.
Tell me
Keyword.
why. He calls my dad, oh, my son need a new phone. Oh, my son need a new laptop. Oh, my son's tuition fee. Oh, my son's holidays. My son,
That's what people back home do when you
my
allow
son
them to
clothes. My son pencil. My son pet. What?
Okay, but, sorry, but if your dad decided to take the
Responsibility.
responsibility, so it is his part to kind of like
Well,
provide.
his
certain
dad, his
things.
dad said help.
My dad
Maybe
said
he
help.
didn't explain to the extent of
Yeah,
his
that's
help.
why I say like. If,
But also, we need to also remember that I don't know if this statement is going to be great, but people back home, I don't know about now, but when I was younger, oh, definitely, I feel like they feel like money just grows on trees here, and I can
But
just
that's
dish
what
it
he still
out.
thinks.
do.
He
They
still
still
thinks
do?
that.
Yeah.
He still thinks that. Yeah.
Exactly. So maybe your dad didn't set boundaries, basically, of how
And
much he
me
wants
and
to
my
help.
family, as in like me, my brother, or my mom, we never told our dad, look, you can't provide it. You can't do. That's your brother. That's your promise. You do you. As long as you don't bring it to us and tell us to do it, we're fine.
As long as it's not affecting my bank account,
Yeah, that's
what
okay.
it is.
You do you.
it's just me.
But
I'm
I
not
think
doing-
after what happened in India last time,
Yes.
my dad got in an accident, whatever. My dad came to his realization that he's actually been doing too much for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Now that my dad has told him, look, I'm going to stop providing you because you've got this 12K in your account. You should be spending that on your son. This is your only child. What are you saving that money for? Because you got a house, you got a roof above your head, so you don't have to worry about it.
It's not even about that money. It's about how you're going to generate money. I'm not your bank.
Use
So
it
it's them
to,
ones where,
use
like,
it to
if that's your money, you can start that as savings, but you need to start making money.
Because
something.
12K can be spent like that.
Like, easily.
something, because my dad, he was in a position where my dad was not earning for about 6 months. What happened to our family? You know, we had to go through a financial struggle.
Yeah.
Everyone's life stopped because of that. So my dad saw, you know what? I shouldn't be the one impacting everyone's life. Everyone should be doing anything or absolutely anything in their own life. You know, have your own earnings somehow. Don't rely on me. I'm not God.
Is that,
Yeah.
Do you know what? Is that because he's so used to being provided for until this
Yeah,
age that
until
he's so comfortable?
and you're, I'm
like-
sorry, you're 50. What are you teaching your child? He drinks from morning to night.
But that's what I said, like, because he's been in this comfortable position.
everyone's
of, like,
enabled his
providing-
behaviour.
Everyone has
Exactly.
provided him
Yeah.
anything
Is-
that he
is
said he wanted.
unfortunately-
so he can't give.
Obviously, yeah.
He can't
he-
give the same thing back to his son because he's been.
He's never needed to do it.
Yeah.
But now the situation is, because my dad has said no, this is him being. He has started
Oh.
carrying poison around, and he started threatening that.
Poison.
Yeah.
Who are you poisoning? Better not be
No.
me.
He basically started saying, "I'm gonna drink poison
Oh,
because
no
I'm sick
problem.
and tired of this
Okay.
difficulties and these struggles in my life."
You're not going to manipulate me to your stupidity.
Guess what my dad said? When are you drinking it?
Yeah. Because I don't get it. Like, you're trying, because I stopped providing for you because I was in the position where I couldn't provide for my own family
Yeah.
due to certain, situations. And you're using that against me. 'cause-
You people know how much my mom loves her clothes. Like, she's
Yeah,
big on
yeah.
her. My mom, bless her, she has so many saris, guys. She has probably over 500, 800, probably 1,000 of saris. Because it got too much, she was like, do you know what? My husband in this situation. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to make some money. I'm going to provide for the family. And she did. But again, if my mom can do it, you can do it.
I don't think it's just that. Do you know what it is, yeah? I think as you explained the situation, when you said that he thought he was going to marry this actor, I knew something was wrong in his head. I honestly feel like there's a gap somewhere, and I don't.
It needs to be filled.
Yeah, he needs to seek some medical. Yeah, I think he needs to seek some medical attention.
Because, like,
Because
who does that?
Look at that. He divorced his first wife because he wants to date someone that doesn't even know he's alive. Then he
got the
wants
second
to
one.
take poison because no one's provided for.
Yeah.
Who makes it's too drastic?
And
Like,
nothing
there's
is
something
it's not
going
like,
on.
It's not like if you're in a position where you don't have any money or you're actually genuinely are struggling. People out there sleeping on the streets. That's not your life.
But what I'm saying is that, that's not his life. Fortunately, your family has been able to put a roof over his head or
Yeah.
whatever. But you need to see that he doesn't see life the way we see it. It's very, very different. Now, if he was, for me, it doesn't seem he's all the way there mentally.
Yeah.
If he was like at least level-headed enough like us, we'll see the situation the way you're explaining it. But I don't see it that way for him. I see it as when something goes right or when something's going wrong, it's just one extreme to the next.
Yeah.
So I think, I'm not trying to say he shouldn't take blame or accountability for what he's doing, but I definitely feel like you guys have provided him financial help all this time. I think you guys need to put some more help into finding out what's wrong with him and what, because it doesn't even need to just be an impairment with his leg or whatever is wrong. It could be something else as well that no one's done any research on. Do you know what I mean?
It does not
The-
make the
again, my
sense
dad
if
has
forcing
provided-
your wife or someone that
It doesn't make, it's like
existed.
it's weird. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, it's weird. When you told me that, that's why I said oh, there's something wrong
And,
here.
and,
My
to, be,
dad
and to
has-
be honest, and to be honest, it's so hard to kind of like feel what he's going through because you're not in his position.
I get it.
Like, you
Again,
know what
I
I
get
mean?
it. But at the time when we said we'll provide you, we'll help you, we did. We did whatever we could. Even me or my brother, us being kids, have also provided things to him. We have been like, okay, cool, you want this, we'll give it to you. But I feel like at the time when my dad was in an accident and my dad couldn't remember anything, a lot of things happened where he disrespected us, he disrespected our family. He could have, I think that was a moment when we actually expected him to
Step up.
step up and show that father figure in him. But it was just the other way around. He is here now being disrespect to my mum, me, my brother, even my sister-in-law, the girl that's just come into this family 5 years ago. Like, why are you rude to her?
It kind
So I'm just like,
it makes sense to what Chloe said. Maybe there's like more.
I think there's something
to
wrong.
it.
yeah. So I think now it's got to the point where even the whole poison thing, when I called my sister-in-law, I was like, oh, did you hear? Uncle is here carrying poison and he said he's going to drink it. Instead of saying why, she's like, when?
Yeah, because don't try to manipulate me. First of all, like I know you're going through a situation, and I know it's not easy.
Don't
and
use
I know,
that as a weak. Like,
and I know
don't.
I don't feel your pain because
Yeah.
I'm not going through the same thing. But don't try to manipulate me when I've been here the whole time, and
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
If you want
And
to
my-
drink it, drink it.
And my only issue is my dad, at the time when my dad was providing, my dad only asked him for few things, and my dad said, look, I will provide for your child. I'll help you as much as I can. I'm here in UK. I'm not back home. Can you please look after our parents, and can you please look after your son? He couldn't do any of that.
Because he can't.
You can't.
But I'm sorry, you
You
can.
can't give something that.
I feel like you
has
can.
No,
You feel like from what he's doing is two
Yeah.
different things. Feeling what you feel and what he can is
What he
capable of
can
doing
is-
is two
yeah, it's
different
not.
things. This is a man, like, let's go back to the first. I don't know if there's other instances where you thought, okay, there's something a bit off here. This is a man that divorced his wife for a celebrity.
it's not funny, but I'm not gonna
The-
lie.
it's in the pudding. It's literally
Yeah.
looking in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
said,
physically-
I'm going to leave you today because
'Cause
I have
peop-
another wife in my head.
You know what I mean? And I'm
today.
not trying to like diagnose him, but that alone was just like it's just a red
Something,
flag
yeah.
for me. You can't expect someone to do something that they've never been able to do, two possibly cannot do. Do you understand? So what I suggest is to say, okay, Dad, like I've noticed like uncles like this. For example, he did this that time, or he divorced auntie because of give him like several situations and be like,
situations.
do you think it's him literally not wanting to do it, or do you think there's something else going on with him?
Yeah.
Now I know we've helped him all this time and all these years, but he's family. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even though he's not presenting himself the way you want in terms of he's being rude to people and it's not nice, but he could be in pain right now. He could be trapped in his own mind right now.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on, you know. And a lot of the time when it comes to, I think everyone in general across the board, but I'm going to speak about ethnic minorities regardless. Do you understand? We do not take mental health seriously. We don't. You're angry. Oh, I'm depressed. Okay, go and
Yeah.
go and do something nice that you like.
Yeah.
Just how you're depressed, and say, okay, cool. When you're finished your depression, come and talk to me. Do you know what I mean?
So true.
It's so true. Or like a lot of us in our generation, we're discovering that we have autism or
Autism,
ADHD.
yeah.
When we're little, we'll be slapped to the back of the head, like,
It's
well, you're
true.
crazy, not
And-
knowing that we have these
And
conditions.
people, like when you go to school, like the teachers will tell you what the problem is,
And
but
the
your
parents
parents they'll say, "Mommy, I'm feeling." No, you're not. It's paracetamol that you need.
Yeah.
Mommy, I'm this. No, I'm going to do herbal drinks.
Yeah.
Be fine. Mommy, I'm.
Turmeric and ginger. That's what
Yeah.
they give you. Do you understand? So, I think you and your family need to review that situation a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm only going off of what you've told me. I'm
Yeah, of
not
course.
saying
'Cause
that he
obviously-
isn't wrong. I definitely believe
He's
he
wrong,
is.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But there could be more to it that you guys have not
And you
seen.
just need to realize that the love and support that you want him to give to his son, he's not able to, because how old is he?
He's nearly 50 now.
No, like
Well, the son.
Oh, you're
your
16.
cousin.
He's 16 now.
Yeah.
So it's them ones where, like, I think maybe your cousin is not in the right environment. It's
Yeah.
not good for him either.
It's not good for him.
He's
It's
not
the patterns that, you know.
that creates somebody. So it's unfortunate, but I don't think it's a bad mind situation necessarily. Your dad is tired of providing, which is totally fine because he's not getting anything back. He's not even getting the bare minimum of, can you please take care of mum and dad? It's frustrating. So yeah,
Yeah.
withdraw your money. I will shit. do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think your dad's action is bad mind.
Yeah, because of course I feel like obviously there's so much I can tell you, or there's so much we can share to people out there, but obviously there's a lot that happen, and I feel like when you see someone doing this sort of negative things to you, because for example, this is I'm just gonna quickly say this. I was talking to him when I was in India and about something else, and I was just having a conversation with him, and I was like, oh, by the way, this happened. I don't feel like that should have happened. Like, you know, what do you think? We're just having like a general uncle-son conversation, you know. Tell me why he recorded the whole conversation behind my back and now went to play it to the person that we were talking about.
No, that's not normal to me.
I'm
Like, he doesn't like
I'm
it just doesn't. It's just not normal to
like,
me.
What are you
why?
doing?
What are you actually doing?
Why
Yeah.
are
Like
you
a,
doing this?
a normal bad mind person will be like, okay, yeah, he up a little, so then they will go and tell. Not like actively bringing
Your
up.
uncle took out his phone. He
He
pressed
started
record.
recording and
Yeah.
then we put it. I didn't know this
How did you
until
know? No, like
I
it was
found out when the person who we were talking about actually
Came to
told
you.
me. Yeah, it was like, oh, I heard you said this, and that, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, like, you know, but in my head, I'm like, I was just having a normal conversation. I think that kind of like just pulled me away from everything. I was this is it.
But you
Yeah.
know what? I do get it as well. Like once you're like so used to the negativity and you're always doing like the good thing, like you have a breaking point.
Of course.
Like,
And I think that
I'm
was
like,
my
had enough.
breaking point.
Yeah,
'cause
like, I'm
I
tired.
cried.
Like,
I was like, I saw you as my dad.
Yeah.
Like, imagine my dad doing that
Yeah,
to me.
that's crazy.
I
Yeah.
said,
I
that's
have a-
actually bad.
That's
I have a
crazy.
breaking point.
And when I told my
that's it.
sister-in-law was like, do you know what? He has lost respect. You have
100%.
lost respect now because we have been keeping up with your nonsense all this time. Understand what you guys are saying completely because again, it could
It
be
is
there's
still
something
nonsense. It's
good.
like it's
Yeah.
ridiculous at this point.
But time and time and time
Yeah,
and
we're
time, we've been
tired.
telling you, you're 50 now, you know,
Mhm.
we've been telling you. And it's just things like if my grandma wants to go somewhere, my uncle can drive. Like my grandma would walk it.
Mm.
At this
Oh,
age.
wait, what?
She would walk it. She would walk it. At this age.
No.
Okay, how hard it is for you to be like, oh, I'm going here. Let me drop you. Nothing.
No. There's an emotion missing, empathy. Like
that's
it's,
why I
I'm
said
just saying there's something there's something missing.
Yeah,
Because when I came- when I came
patterns that
back-
keep on,
Yeah.
like, building up.
When I
Like,
came back, obviously these are my grandparents. I would do absolutely anything for them. When I was coming here, I was like, Grandma, your medicines, are they finished? What's happening? What's the situation with them? Oh yeah, I've got them, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go and buy 3 more months worth of medicine so that you don't have
Yeah,
to.
so you have to be
go
going back
anywhere.
and forth.
I did that and I came here. And now I think about it, I'm like, I wish I would have done more months, you know, just so that she didn't have to
Kind of,
leave the house
yeah.
because I know my uncle, he's
Wouldn't
not even
do
going to care. My uncle doesn't
how
even
does-
know what
how
medicine she
much
takes.
Because you mentioned drinking. Like, how much does he drink? Like,
Like,
you know,
the
he's
f-
drinking.
yeah.
Probably
like,
2 bottles a day. He drinks a lot, guys. He
Oh,
drinks a
right.
lot.
Well, uncle.
And he's very abusive as well. Like, he would drink, he'll come home and beat his kid up. And you see, that's not the environment.
yeah,
That's not healthy. Uncle Bala, let's get it together, mate. All right.
Yeah.
We don't want that
Crazy.
for your child or for
don't.
anything else. But
But it's just like bad people doing bad things. Like, there's no point you being this spiteful, you know?
I'm just gonna say, like, I feel like your cousins are going through like enough already with their dad. Like, I understand your dad's situation, but don't give up on them.
nah, at least on
Like,
them
I
anyway.
don't-
Maybe it's too
yeah.
late for your uncle, but on them,
But on
don't
them,
give it up on them.
I will
Yeah.
never.
Because what will happen is when they grow up, they'll be like, you didn't do anything
Yeah,
for me.
didn't do enough.
You didn't do enough.
Yeah.
You know, so I definitely feel like what Z said, man. Don't give up on them.
Yeah.
But one more thing I want to talk about with bad man people. There's a specific situation. Yeah.
Good. This one, I hope I'm not annoyed.
I want to go back. Obviously, I don't know about you, Raj, but you know, Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that show. Love that
Are you
show.
up to date? Yeah,
I'm not
up
up to date, but I want to
Okay.
refer back to a couple seasons ago
Yeah.
where that Phaedra and Candy reunion
Pedro
thing.
Candy. Okay,
And
I'm
Phaedra
trying.
lied that Candy
Had
like a sex ring or something.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a reality show.
that is bad.
And you know,
man.
every reality show obviously has the reunion, but throughout the season, there was like a little storyline that just kept on evolving, like Chinese whispers. Now, Phaedra, I haven't watched too much of a show to like define Phaedra, but from what I have seen, the woman is a liar.
I feel like she's such a
She's
manipulative.
obnoxious. Yeah.
And she's a lawyer as well, so
Yeah,
she
it's
can,
just-
she can like manipulate her way out of a situation.
Yeah, she's
easily.
very, very mean.
calculative.
But you wouldn't think she's mean in a group of people.
Yeah.
You would think she is the devil. Like, you see your enemies that is outside. You don't know who they are, but it's her. That's Phaedra. Then there's other ones that little witches
Funny
in the
enough,
gang.
she couldn't tell that about her husband.
Can you? Because obviously, because you think, because sometimes evil people think they're smarter than people.
Yeah.
So she couldn't even see her own
She
enemy coming
couldn't
her
see
way.
it was out in the household where
Do
she
you get
slept
it?
at night.
So one of the storylines was that Phaedra started telling people that another lady called Candy drugged and had sex with somebody. I can't remember who, but that was like basically the storyline, and then it just evolved. And
Yeah.
obviously it got around to Candy, and Candy's like, "What the?
Oh,
Do you know what
fine.
type of allegations
That
are
was-
you actually
That
high?"
is very serious. I can actually lose everything I've worked for.
Then in the literally.
Yeah.
Then in the reunion, it was, there's a lady called what's her name?
Portia.
Portia.
Yeah.
Portia brought it up. No one asked her. Portia brought up the situation. Phaedra's shoulder started. He just saw Phaedra. She started getting tension. Phaedra was gunned down that reunion. Because even the model one.
Which one?
There's another P.
Kenya.
Kenya.
Yeah.
Kenya got onto her as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway.
I can watch this.
So Portia started saying like,
It's good though. I'm not gonna. I'm
yeah,
up to date with everything.
you
I'm not
know,
gonna lie. Yeah.
Portia started saying like, the situation, and Candy was just like, da 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 da, and she was like, oh yeah, Phaedra was the one who told
told
me.
me.
Phaedra's was like, oh, in the sky, oh my
Throw
god.
me under the bus
And
on the
Phaedra,
reunion.
so she tried to like bring us all together. They're all looking
Yeah, the way
stunning. Don't get
she's
me
like-
wrong, but you see when you just had to sit there loud and
Yeah,
proud
like-
that you actually did it.
Chloe, she did.
She was not available. She was
I'll turn your neck back.
unavailable.
She's
They know the CV. Phaedra, you couldn't find her. Phaedra was in the room, but she was not present.
She
do
said,
not disturb.
Did you get it? That's what she was doing. She was like,
"Man, slap your neck, you come back."
what I'm trying to say is that you fabricated a story out of nowhere. You are a grown. You're not in secondary school. You're not a you are a grown
Grown-ass
woman.
woman.
And you fabricate. This is not like regular people that no one knows. These are celebrities that have built businesses and network.
When it comes to Candy,
She don't fuck around
she
with her
don't
money.
fuck around with her money. Like she built an
Empire of herself, of her own.
You're trying to destroy it.
that with sex allegations.
man.
Are you actually high? Honestly, I believe you're at home in front of a pen. Is it those stars, those witchcraft stars, and just be praying back and forth because there's no way.
Who's next after this?
You
one?
know, you flip the book.
It's crazy.
Why would you go out of your way to
yeah.
do something like that? And there's been so many situations that I've been in or other people's been in, I'm like, why would you do that? And there's no explanation from it. What I would like to know, everyone who is bad mind, who is spiteful, who is just a bitch, can you please comment the salary you get for being this way?
Position you're on.
The position.
Is it
the
level
benefits,
1, level 2?
how many holidays you get. What else do we need to know from them?
Pension.
Yeah, the pension plan is really, really
Yeah.
good
And
if it's
do you
worth it.
develop within this business?
Yeah, is there
Do you see
progression?
us
Is there
develop-
progression?
What is
Yeah.
the career
What's
pathway
the hierarchy?
of being bad mind?
And
I would
after
personally like
that,
to know.
what's the next road job that you want to get into?
Where do
Yeah.
you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Is there another,
Senior bad man.
senior bad man, director?
Oh, do you remember that video?
CEO.
See,
Because after you work for somebody, now
Yeah.
because you're experienced,
Exactly.
you go open your
go
own.
open your own branch of
Yeah,
bad
you
mind.
start, and-
Come and register
yeah.
to my
My-
agency.
yeah.
And
I
you
just-
can't keep on building your normal evil people.
Where does
Yeah.
the community, meet every week? What time is the teams meeting? And I just want to observe
Is
the
it face to face or via
virtual. I really just want to sit down and observe and take notes because I just need to understand why this type of personality is relevant.
Why the way
And you're
you
so
are.
passionate about it.
So passionate.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
crazy.
I don't have a
There's
conclusion
no
for bad.
remorse in their eyes
There's
at all.
yeah. Does it mean that you're borderline psycho, like a psycho? Like, what does it mean? And I think that's for me to understand because that's why all of us,
Yeah.
we don't do bad mind.
Yeah.
We
No,
don't
don't
do
like-
it. We don't like it around us.
My dinner just stay far away.
Stay far away.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not a conversation. You're bad mind. Thank you.
I don't even.
And you-
I don't owe you a conversation.
Yeah.
It's not about that.
Do you remember that video we watched about
one?
the court, where she took her husband to say the child is his, and then
she was cheating.
She was
And then when
cheating. She had-
then
did
she
you see
slept
the
with
face?
them, yeah.
Oh,
you
she
must have
stares
seen
like
it.
this.
Yeah.
And she's just
She's
like,
like,
and after the side guy is like, yeah,
Yeah,
she's mine. She's mine. She's
No,
just
no,
like,
no.
nigga,
Do you know why she made that face?
Why?
Because the side guy was asked, "Oh, when was the last time you had sex with her?" He said,
This morning.
That's the funniest
said this.
video I've ever
You
watched.
brought this man to court and you have 4 kids with him or 3. I know it was more than 2 kids
Yeah.
They're not
anyway.
even his.
And you'll even... come on, sister.
You've been doing.
And you're here fighting for your marriage, saying, "Oh, that is his daughter. That is his daughter." But now you've got a side man who's come and said, "Oh,
You've
we
been
just had sex with
collecting
mine.
mine."
from the peninsula,
He
Baka.
collected boom boom in the morning. in the crack of dawn, you
He's
know?
like, "Where you going, babe? Oh, quote. Okay, let me come bang you."
You know,
first."
like, what the fuck? Listen, I don't think there will ever be a time when there's not a bad-minded person. But
Everywhere,
what is a good tip to avoid them, to tackle bad mind people?
I think
What do you
What,
think?
as in like for
I
How to
think
deal with it?
There's no way. There's no. I feel like you just have to, like, you know, when you meet people, I like to, what's the word? Observe people. I like to know if
Yeah.
I'm going to click with you.
Yeah.
I like to pick up on like,
Signs.
because I have friends already, and like,
Yes, she does.
can we say she got friends that can never be replaced?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like to observe people, and there's certain things that I don't do when I'm outside, so I don't expect people to like,
doing it.
Like,
It's just certain like characteristics of the person will just tell you, you're bad man.
And
like,
because
you know?
I'm around my friends and I know how they behave, so when I'm talking to someone and
You're
you're just
weird.
behaving anyhow.
You see, like something's happening, you hear, oh, Snapchat,
Yeah, and
or Facebook,
yeah,
or
and you know what?
Instagram.
I don't expect you to act like my friend because I expect you to be yourself. But there's just like little
Little
things.
niggly bits that,
Yeah.
you know, exactly. I expect.
I'm very picky.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think a good tip is in terms of how to deal with a bad man person is, even if you're an introverted person or someone who doesn't like conflict, put them in their place, because a lot of the time they can seem very intimidating, and you should never let anybody scare you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So whether it's a simple conversation, whether it's you getting angry, whether it's you beating someone ass, put them in their place, always and forever, and they will know not to mess with you.
But Chloe, do you know what? Yeah, sometimes that's a bit tricky because as much as you can put them in their place, like people are bad man because they don't need to do it in your face.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do you get like I can stand here and be like, no, you don't do that shit to me. No. And then
They
I'll
still
go
do it.
back and make it all
Exactly. They'll find a way. People are
They'll find
vengeful.
it, yeah.
find a way.
I just say, be observant.
Yeah, be
Be
observant.
very
people around you.
weary of who you have around
Yeah.
you. You know.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts about bad mind people?
Not
Stay
everybody
away, man.
deserves to be in your circle.
Word. Word to that, my sister.
Stay away.
Carry
honestly.
Not
on.
everybody.
Stay away.
Trust me. Not
Because I've already
everybody
got so much
deserve it.
shit in my life already. I don't
Yeah.
need your
That was really stressful.
And-
your
like, if you-
negativity.
If
please.
you want to make friends, like, just know you have friends, that friends family, you have friends that you can party with, like, separate your friends,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So
Compartment-
if
yeah.
you is a bad man friend that do party, you can do party as well.
There's just a friend, or there's party friend,
Mhm.
there's business friend, there's this.
Unfortunately, you guys are only one.
Only one.
We're all inclusive.
It's only one.
You know. But yeah, I think everyone should have a think about the experiences in their own
Yeah.
time anyway, the experiences they've had with people and how they can tackle it going forward, because it definitely helps with confidence and how you deal with people, whether it's in day-to-day life, whether it's in work, whether it works across the board.
Yeah.
Because all they're doing in terms of day-to-day life in comparison to work is that they're just speaking different type of English, but it's the same motherfucker they're calling you. Do you understand? So you should just
Don't let them confuse you.
GG get it.
Yeah.
Just figure out if you're a bad man person yourself. Because sometimes I feel like they're not even aware.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
just installed in them.
Yeah.
You know, they think they're
All the
saints.
skills that we mentioned, like look at yourself in the mirror and
Am
think
I organized? Am I relatable?
Relatable.
Am I reliable? Am I
Confident.
Am I confident? And then see how you use those
Yes,
skills. If you feel
yeah.
like you've used those skills to be bad mind, then you are a
Yeah.
bad mind
You're a
person.
bad mind person.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the conclusion or the moral of today is, anyone wants to add?
just stay away. I'm still sticking by stay away.
Stay away from bad mind people.
So everybody deserves
And
to
bad
be
man people
around
stay away
you.
as well.
Bad man people stay away from us.
They'll never stay away. Just stay away from, you know.
Stay away from this pod.
Pod.
I don't want to see any negative nonsense because I'm a keyboard warrior.
Hey.
Okay,
Yeah, screen.
I protect minds.
Don't mess with me.
Anyway, thank you for joining season 4, episode 4. We'll see you guys next week with our next episode.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And I'm looking for a job. My you
At
see
least hybrid. I'm not
hybrid as well. I even consider hybrid. I was like, it depends. You need to be somewhere I can
Tell me
commute.
this now when it comes to